for the record, Valentine's Day Eve, every sport lover's favorite date, because there's nothing really on. And we were just talking about the NBA Celebrity All Star Game. Did you see Taco Fall's stat line?
I did not. I caught the very end after work.
I want to say he finished with like 24 points, 21 rebounds.
Good lord.
Which fair, nobody else
Easy.
is that
Light work
tall.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of the more fun, kind of gimmicky All Star things. But yeah, that's really the big thing on a Friday night right now. I know that the Rising Stars game I think is starting now, or started about half an hour ago, I believe. Um, but yeah, happy. I left the champagne in the fridge. Happy 1 year back.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
So
It's exciting.
kind of crazy that I believe this is episode 50 or 49. I'll have to double check. But yeah, I didn't have time to do it this week, but I figured next week we'll have to talk about kind of year in sports recap, like a Spotify
Mhm.
Wrapped or something. But
Yeah, like what were the top stories this year?
I was just thinking about it the last like couple hours or so. It's been a year
Yes, it
for
has.
more than just sports, but yeah, I mean this whole thing kind of started with talking about All Star games and what are these leagues doing, and here we are back with NBA All Star Weekend. But yeah, I do think that Saturday, of course, they had to do it on Valentine's Day too. Of course, you're going to get your dunk contest, your 3 point contest, you're going to get your skills challenge, which is great. I think that's the best part. So
That's the most fun part for me almost every time. Because the game, like, the game's going to be 160 to 158. Like, no defense, just these guys pulling off crazy tricks, which is cool. Like, don't get me wrong. But they also do some of that stuff in the playoffs, like,
true.
in those tight games and stuff, too. So you're going to get to see that. But, yeah, no, the skills challenge is like, it's for me, who's the best 3 point shooter this year? Right? Like, you can go based off their stats, sure. But then when you put them, all right, this is it. Like, you're going to
Competition
compete right
mode.
here. Hey, yeah, bang, this is, you have to beat this guy. He got that many. Can you do it? I like that. It adds just like a more individualized part of the game. You can kind of see your favorite players, your favorite stars shine.
What I don't like is it feels like a pity vote extending an invitation for the 3 point challenge to Damian Lillard, who hasn't played the game this year. Thought that was interesting. And again, he won it he won it the last year or the last 2 years. So
I think if you're defending champ, I feel like you deserve a spot
free
there.
pass.
Yeah. Plus, if he's not, if he can shoot threes and just not play a game, like I'm okay with it, I
Yeah, I guess
guess.
that's fair. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on with the NBA this weekend. Um, Thunder lost again last night, so they are not as invincible as it may seem, or as
Yeah,
it
and
may
it's
have
starting to
seemed
get
earlier in the year.
to this more important part of the year where these wins down the stretch are kind of going to define where
Seeding.
you end up and how you're feeling versus these teams if you have to play them again.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, I think we talked about like Denver's a threat, San Antonio's a threat, but you don't want to have. I guess the biggest fear, right, is you have such a hot stretch to start the season, and then you go in and you barely survive the first round, or maybe even get knocked off in the first round because somebody got hot. Like, what a shame that would be.
Yeah.
So, that's the fear. Of course, do I still think they're the best team in the NBA? Probably. And I know they're missing a bunch of guys right now. I know Shea's been hurt, uh, and he's not coming back till after this weekend. But you still gotta. They're a deep team.
Hmm.
You can't just be dropping games for no reason. But that's that. We haven't recorded since Super Bowl, have we?
No, we did right
Whew.
before the Super Bowl.
Well, congrats, Seattle Seahawks took care of business. It was an ass kicking. Score made it seem like it was
Yeah.
a little bit closer at the end. That was not a close game.
No, it was a snoozer the entire time, honestly. Like, the Patriots came out in the second half, and or was it second quarter? Both teams scored a touchdown. Um,
Second half.
the second half, yeah, and I was like, okay, we're here. We have a football game now. Like let's go. They got their touchdown, kind of muster up something, and then nothing. It was giving Philly Chiefs last year, right?
Sure. Yeah. Unique perspective from the perspective of a Jets fan. Happy for Sam Darnold because
Mm-hmm.
Bro's been through it all. Like, super happy for him. That's awesome. He always seemed like a good guy. It just didn't work out, which is fair. It's the
Mm-hmm.
Jets. I don't like the Patriots, but they're kind of a likable team. Do I think that they deserve to be there and win it? Well, obviously, they didn't win it, so they weren't that good. But there was a video that the NFL posted, I think, on all their socials sometime this week of Vrabel standing outside the locker room when everybody had come off the field at the very end and was like
Mm-hmm.
greeting every single player before they went in. And it was just like handshakes and hugs and like, all right, boys, it's whatever. Like, let's be pissed together. Like, we got this, blah, blah, blah. It was only one season. We go back, we try it again next year. And like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I would run through a wall for that kind of coach.
But yeah, yeah. I saw a video of him on the sidelines, and as Jones is getting, or I'm sorry, fucking May is getting hit. Um, he's picking him up, right? Like he's there for him. He's like, all right, come on, hey, you good? You good? Like, you gonna keep going? We gonna finish this out? All right, bet. Come on, I got you. Let's go. And he picks him up, and it's like that is a war brother right there. Like that is who you want to be leading your team. And I think if you're a Patriots fan, you're very much looking forward to the future with him.
Yeah, I think, I think Drake May's the goods? I mean, he had a great season. He did. He was obviously an MVP candidate. Uh, Stumbled, obviously, at the last hurdle, which is a big one, admittedly, for a sophomore, as did Jaden Daniels last year in the NFC Championship game. But the future is bright. I think that I heard a really unique perspective from a Patriots fan. It was the hate that was driven towards them from a lot of the neutral fans who didn't really have a dog in the fight was, oh, it's the Patriots. I can't believe they're back in the Super Bowl. Like, they haven't sat out long enough. They didn't have to go through all of the troubles and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
which I get. But that was the Belichick and Brady era. There really is two different eras, right? We're no longer with the same old guys. This is kind of a likable team. This is a team that you could get behind, team that you could be like, oh, I don't mind rooting for their success as a neutral. I think Vrabel's a great coach. I think that May could come good. But at the same time, that the fan was talking, he was like, hey, like, when it was Brady, the expectation was we know we're going to be in the Super Bowl every year.
Mm-hmm.
So even the losses to the Giants or the Eagles, like, we knew next year, cool, we'll be there again. And he was like, hey, I don't know about next year. Like, did we get lucky? Was it a scheduling thing? We had so many teams that didn't play up to their potential this year, in the AFC specifically. What does it look like next year? So,
Yeah.
I think the AFC is a wide open division. I do think that Seattle is unbelievably good. And will probably at least represent their division again next year, but they're also in the toughest division in football. So, I don't know. It's good though. It was a good end to it. It could have been better TV, like better entertainment, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Sure, but I'm also okay with every now and again just having a blowout.
Yeah, I think it's okay. It's unfortunate. Like, if this was your first Super Bowl you watched, you're like, well, I could have watched this any other Sunday this season. But I think for both teams, like you said, Seahawks look phenomenal. Can they come back and do it again next year? And I think the Patriots, it is a new era. And I think we need to give this era a fair chance and not just instantly, hate on them, because it's not Brady and Belichick anymore. Now, could it turn into a Vrabel May show here in a few years, where now it's like, okay, here, now I'm sick of this.
Yeah,
Fine,
fourth
so
time
be
in
it.
5 years. Oh my
Uh
gosh.
huh. Yeah. All right. Now I'm sick of this. But
Like we did with the Chiefs. I mean,
with the Chiefs, I mean, and even like the Curry LeBron was exciting, but it was kind of, you knew the entire season it was going to be Golden State versus the
yes.
Cavs.
Yeah.
And I think that took a little bit out of it from, I was excited obviously as a Warriors fan, but to the other teams it's like, oh, well, we're going up against the 69-2 Warriors, like
Well,
like,
we talked
whatever.
about the
So,
LA Dodgers too. Like, great story for the Toronto, but everybody picked the Dodgers preseason. Just like we're all gonna pick them again next year. So when they win, we're gonna be like, well, okay, we kind of saw this coming. I get that, but we're officially. I mean, this is now draft time, draft season. I saw another mock-up of what it looked like. I think Mendoza's lock at 1, and I think everything else is wide open. But yeah, that was fine. Enjoyed the halftime show. Really enjoyed the game. I thought the Seahawks were a better team. Fine. I also am okay with the season being over. I'm not sitting here clamoring for another game on Sunday. I'm like, all right, time to focus on like baseball opening days in a couple weeks.
yeah, it's nice to take a breath. I know I'll be itching for football here in a month, but
Yeah, but for now, enjoy your
for
month.
now we'll be okay. Yeah.
Um, speaking of other sports, the Winter Olympics have started,
Yes.
and they are hot right now. Uh, Lindsey Vaughn,
I mean,
we might have just
just
proven that scientific experiment that you do in fact need your ACL.
yes. Unfortunate crash. Ended up fracturing her leg. I
Yeah, she's
believe.
starting. She's having her 4th surgery now.
Surgery like now, or I think it was today. Yeah. And then she'll be able to come back home. I do think she said she was excited to like come back and
I don't.
participate.
What does comeback even mean at this point?
Yeah, I mean,
Like success for her might just be walking. Like,
it's
and
pocket
I
change.
don't. Right, I'm just like that was traumatic. Like to get airlifted off of that. I'm glad she's okay. Obviously. But,
Yes, obviously.
yeah, and then the Ilya Melanin fell today twice doing the skating and
After crushing that performance the other night, the same person that did the like move that had been banned forever.
yeah.
Is that the same?
The
Yeah.
kid's a rock star. 21.
Yes.
And then did you see the women's half pipe snowboarding too?
I did not.
Chloe. So are you familiar with Chloe Kim?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Strap in. So Chloe Kim, last 2 Winter Olympics, gold for the women's half pipe. So she was going for the 3-peat
Okay.
this week. Only other person who's ever done 3 gold Olympic snowboarding has been Shaun White. So she was going to tie the record with Shaun White for the most golds. Comes out in qualifying, her highest score is like a 92.5. Blows everybody away qualifying. Gets the number 1 seed going into the finals. You get 3 runs in the finals, they only take your highest score. Because she had the highest score in qualifying, she is the last person to go in the last round.
Okay.
So she can see what the field looks like in front of her.
See the hole and get all the points. All right.
She gets an 88 on her first run. Easy. Clears first place first run. Next highest is like an 82. She goes in her second run, falls, trying to pull off a trick that has never been done before. But you get a third run. So they're like, all right, she's calculated it. She figured out the math. She's going to come and kill it.
She's got it this time. Yep.
Two people before her, South Korean, I think she was young too, maybe 21 or 22, turned out she was kind of like, I don't know, I might be getting this wrong. Chloe Kim's like mentee a little bit, coming up, gets an 90.25. So now they're like, all right, like, the other girl gets below that, so they're all right. Chloe's in second. You get the last run of the day. You have to go out and essentially pull off what you were going to try to do to like set the standard. You are the best ever.
Yeah.
Get your 3rd straight gold medal. You're still only 25 years old. Oh, by the way, her fiance is there taking photos, who is Miles Garrett.
Oh, okay.
So they just keep cutting to him in the crowd, and he's got this like mega zoom lens camera, and he's just standing there like clapping for her. It is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But she goes and yeah, fell again. Just tried to pull off this incredible trick, couldn't do it, and everybody. I mean, it seemed like everybody was falling, but she settled for silver, which is fine. But that would have been some of those half pipe moves. I was like, this is too nuts. Trying to think what else. The only other I did watch some mountaineering. Very cool.
Okay, how was that?
Um, it was about 3 to 4 minutes was about the time. So it was on like a slope, and it was a track that kind of went like up and then back down and then up and then back down and then up and then back down through like cones essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they had like these snowshoes essentially on the bottom, so they could like run in their skis. So you're thinking like, all right, well, how fast are they gonna move? The guy who ended up winning gold, which I believe was Norwegian, I think, on the uphill portion on his skis was running faster than a 6 minute mile.
That's good.
Uphill
Lord.
in his skis. And it's snowing outside.
Yeah, so he's moving.
So I was thinking it was like a 15 to 25 second stretch when he was like turned the corner and had to go uphill, and he was just booking it. And then as soon as you turn that next corner, then you're skiing downhill.
Mm-hmm.
So dude, he was flying ahead of everybody. But it was fun to watch. Before the event, they gave a little preview and like, hey, in case you haven't seen this before. But that was a good time. I'm trying to think what else we watched. I've had it in the gym with the kids, just like put on the wall, like
Yeah,
enjoy.
has to be.
Um, really enjoyed curling. Big fan,
Curling's always electric.
always big fan. Unless you have a death wish, I would never do luge or a skeleton.
No, they definitely scared me a little bit. I would do like a mini one at like a theme park, but I think that would be about it.
I don't even know if I can do that. Skeleton, you've got to have a couple screws loose because you're head first. You have of course a helmet on. You are head first going 70, 75 miles an hour.
Fast, yes.
And there's no brakes. There's no steering. It's basically how you just kind of lean a little bit, like, oh, I want to drop this shoulder, so I'm going to move a little bit to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm good. And of course, these are like the best of the best. And if an average Joe got out there, it would be
It'd be terrifying.
Curtains.
I think I'll stick to my sledding,
yeah.
and we'll call that my skeleton. Yeah.
But yeah, it's 1 week down. I think today was the first week completed. Goes until the 22nd, so you still got another 9 days here. And we'll start to get to the, I guess, marquee events, we'll call them, over the next couple of days. They're finishing up round robins. Both U.S. Men's and women's hockey teams are doing well.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing all right. But that's kind of the update on that. Like I said, baseball, pitchers and catchers report. I think spring training starts in a week or two, and then they'll do opening days in March, end of March. World Baseball Classic starts next month. March Madness is next month. Basketball back half of the season. NHL back half of the season. This is kind of that like sweet spot to ride for the next 10 weeks or so.
Yeah, then we're leading straight into some World Cup action.
So the wife comes to me. She said, hey, I know you've been really interested in the World Cup. What's the plan? What do you want to do? Expensive, like, been kind of looking at tickets, I've been kind of this and that, and
Mm-hmm.
she was like, yeah, well, like, I don't have to go. You could just go so that you can at least say you had the experience. And I just was curious. So I was like, you know what, let me plug into whatever and see what the prices look like. Because they finished all the lotteries. So now there's just down to like, all right, what's for sale, what's on the resale, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if I just wanted to get in the door at a game in Miami, that way I could drive instead of having to fly, it was going to be like $700 for a
Yeah.
random game, like not the Brazil game that's down there. And I'm like, would it be great? Of course it would. Is it worth that much? I don't think so. Because now they're also jacking up hotel fees. I think are up 600%. Parking. The story for Kansas City specifically, parking was going to be $300.
Jesus.
I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, you're looking at a 2K
To sit in the nosebleeds in a
to
football
sit.
stadium.
Yep, and then you got to get food, travel, like.
So, I get it. I mean, what a great experience it's going to be for the people who get to go, hopefully. But I'm okay. I'd rather pick like a cool, like a fan fest or like people who do like a watch party. Like I'd rather go to
Right.
that,
Yeah.
bring a 6-pack, and just kind of hang out. I think that's going to be more enjoyable for me.
That's probably going to be what my plan is for majority of those games.
It's not worth it. But that's also, to your point, that's also around the corner. We're about 4 months away. So what's that, 12 weeks? Or I'm sorry, 16 weeks away
Yep.
from opening game. But we, yeah, like I said, this is kind of the sweet spot. I can't believe March Madness starts in 2 weeks.
Gotta get those brackets ready.
Oh, you know. Because you did, I will never let you live it down that you picked St. John's last year.
Listen, sometimes you just know. Sometimes that feeling, you're like, hey, I'm gonna ride this for a little bit.
Let's see what that top 25 looks like right now. All right. So at the moment, we have. Just give me the rankings. Oh, there we go. Arizona's number 1 at 23-0. I haven't watched a second of college basketball.
I've kept up with like some updates, like North Carolina beat Duke not too long ago.
I did see
Took
that.
the
That's where
first-
they stormed the court.
First lead of the game was, I think, the shot that ended up winning it.
Did you see what the coach said afterwards? The Duke assistant coach. He said he got punched by a student when they stormed the court.
See,
So
and that scares me,
Yeah, not
right?
great.
Because who's watching that? Like, what are the chances that's getting caught on camera?
Right, and also
Pretty
that's what
likely,
happens
but
when
there's
you
just so many
storm.
people.
Exactly. So I think the AD, so they got fined, or the AD had to do something, whatever. But also, if I'm now UNC, I do not want a rematch. You know, any rematch with Duke, they're bringing everything they have.
It's going to be a 15, 20-point game.
All right, so you got Arizona, Michigan, Houston, Iowa State, UConn are your top 5 right now. I'm looking at the coaches poll. Duke at 6, Illinois, Nebraska, Kansas, UNC's 13, Florida 14, St. John's at 17.
Okay.
Miami of Ohio was at 24, undefeated. The only other undefeated team with Arizona. And then you have St. Louis is in here at 19. The only other, I'll say, like, surprising team.
Mm-hmm.
Other teams getting votes: Santa Clara, St. Mary's, Alabama, NC State, Tennessee, Villanova. It's a lot of the blue bloods. It's a lot of this, similar teams that normally make runs. Arizona's interesting though. Isn't that where LeBron's kid goes? Bryce? Yeah, he's at Arizona.
Does he play?
No, he is
Redshirting.
redshirting. 6'5", 195.
Okay. We'll have to keep an eye on that next season,
Yeah, freshman.
especially if Arizona goes deep in the dance this year.
Turns 19 in June. Whew. Um, yeah, we'll have to see. Especially, yeah, to your point, if the team's good, maybe he sticks around, maybe he transfers. I don't know. But
There is a rematch.
Duke and
Duke.
UNC.
UNC, yep. And it's
That's
at
gonna be
Duke.
good. That's gonna be a good game. Yeah, it is.
It's the last game of the season. Of their seasons, rather.
Going into the ACC, so I guess they could also play in the conference.
That's true.
Sheesh. Yeah, that would be a little crazy. But also that's fun though. I don't mind that. Make those rivalries a little special. Now, did you perhaps see the two NBA fights that happened this week?
I saw the Pistons.
Yeah.
I did not see the other one.
Nope. Pistons is the only one I was really gonna bring up. The other one would. I think. Hold on, I want to see the suspensions. I want to get the games wrong. Okay, here are your four suspensions coming up. Isaiah Stewart from Detroit, 7 games. Hornets players Miles Bridges and Musa Diabate, 4 games each. And then Pistons center Jalen Duren got 2 games for initiating. I have thoughts.
Let's hear it.
I struggle, and I watched the full thing a couple times. I struggle with the NBA's. I understand why they did what they did, but there has been this kind of, I would say, clamoring for this rivalry week that they keep trying to like push and like, oh yeah, these teams are rivals, they don't like each other. Oh my gosh! But then you're gonna get stuff like this. Like when these people actually don't like each other, things are going to get physical.
Yes.
So the NBA is going to have to decide, hey, is it more important for us to have these players playing in the games, because that's what it's about, right? You don't want to suspend your best players because then they can't be drawing ticket sales and viewership. Mm-hmm. So if you want to keep them on the court, then you can't hype it up that the NBA is this physical, tough, and they don't like each other. Two different goals, and I'm okay with them being a little nitty gritty. I think 7 games is a lot.
Yeah, I'm okay. I agree. I'm okay with the like nitty gritty, a couple hard fouls.
Yeah,
but this was over the line of that.
Oh, totally.
Like way over the line of that. 7 games is a lot. Especially,
but it's also his 5th suspension for it.
All right, so then you're looking at a repeat offender, so at some point it does have to increase.
And watching it back, it was whatever. It was a hand in the face, and you can't do that, and they push each other and whatever. But I sympathize with the players that is a hefty suspension, but also you're a grown man making tens of millions of dollars.
At the same time, though, you're not going to put your hand in my face. That's not.
I see both sides.
That's not acceptable.
I see both sides.
Yeah, that's not acceptable. I'm sorry. We're going to have to handle that. We're going to have to handle that.
And if you're willing to turn in your game check for 7 games, almost a 10th of your season, then you could do and say what you want.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. But also, if I'm a rookie or if I'm not making big money, it's more important for me to be on the court.
Then, yeah, those things you got to keep your composure. Right.
right? How many times, and I ask this because I don't know the answer off the top of my head, how many times has LeBron been suspended because of a fight on the court?
Really.
Or KD, or Kobe, or again, like you think about these guys, and I'm sure they have a similar stance of, well, I'm not going to let you do that to me.
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever reason, it doesn't click for some of them to. That's not
Yeah.
how to respond. I don't, and I don't, nobody knows. I don't get it, but it's interesting. Speaking of NBA fines, did you perhaps see the Utah Jazz inventing
I
a new way to tank?
just scrolled past that. Hit me
So,
with it.
so here's what happened. Some smart people over there in Utah, former Celtics, either club president or GM Danny Ainge is over there now. So here's what they're doing. Well, first I'll hit you with the fines. So Indiana Pacers got fined 100K for sitting healthy players in recent
Mm-hmm.
games, noting that the move compromises its integrity and it will not be tolerated. Okay? The Utah Jazz were fined
500K.
$500,000. And here's what happened. So basically, they were saying, "Hey, you're getting upset with us for sitting healthy guys, right? Healthy scratches, whatever. Not starting those players because we're trying to lose. I get it. So you know what? We're gonna start those players. We're gonna even keep the games competitive for the first 3 quarters. As soon as that fourth quarter starts, none of those guys are gonna play because you can't tell us how to control our minutes for our players.
Right.
You want us
I
to play? We'll play them for the 3 quarters." And everybody kind of like shrugged their shoulders and they're like, "I mean, you're right. I can't tell that coach whether to play him or not play him." As much as everybody thought, "Wow, that's a great idea. Oh my gosh, Houston kind of skirting around the rules." They've now been hit with a $500,000 fine, and it comes the specific wording. Work behavior like this that prioritizes draft position over winning undermines the foundation of NBA competition. We will respond accordingly to any further actions that compromise the integrity of our games. It's interesting. Then don't
Yeah.
don't make it so don't incentivize it so much for teams to lose.
Right. It's a double edged sword here. It's like you can't lose too much, and if you lose too much, I'm gonna fine you. But also, if you lose too much, you get the first round draft pick, or at least a higher bid.
And you know what? If I'm the Jazz, I will gladly pay my 500K and have the best odds at a number 1 pick.
Yeah, because then you're just paying him a rookie contract,
Right.
so easy.
What's gonna get messy? And I don't know if they can do this, but it's the league. I'm sure they can. If they were to if this were to happen again later in the year, and instead of the fine, they were to slap them with like, "Hey, you lost your first round pick." That that would be nuts.
It's almost worse than the fine.
I think that's 100% worse than the fine. Assuming that you're going to get top 8 because of the lottery, you now don't have a first round pick. So then the tanking was worth nothing.
Nothing.
I hope that doesn't happen because I don't think that's fair. Teams have been trying to tank for as long as the draft has been in existence. But that, yeah, that would be a little nuts. I'm trying to see what else here. NBA obviously has their new All Star game format that's happening on Sunday. USA Stars, USA Stripes versus the Team World. Games looks like they're supposed to last half an hour, 45 minutes at most. Kind of see what the format looks like. Might be fun to see different guys get in different games
Right.
rather
See,
than
was this 5 p.m.
5:55, and 6:35.
and then what is this? A final at 7.
Yeah, it's round robin, so I'm assuming it's the teams that have the best records. They'll just go on and play.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
They're gonna do winner stays. The
can you
matchups are
imagine?
TBD. I mean, that like
Maybe,
first matchups, World versus Stars, winner stays.
maybe. No, again, I'm not opposed. Uh, yeah, it's kind of where I'm at right now. We're kind of on this like I'm not gonna say dead period because I did. I looked at the opened up my sports app today and I was like, oh, what's on? Nothing. Nothing
Nothing.
is
Yep.
on.
Yep. You pulled the Magic Conch thing. Nothing.
You get nothing.
Yep.
And I know it's the celebrity game and this and that, but like, not even like a marquee game to watch. Like, I'm just not the biggest college basketball fan until we get to March. That's really the only thing I can see. But we're gonna we're gonna quickly hit a lot in the next month or
Yes.
so.
Yes. No, it's a nice calm before the storm here.
I did pack with me a sports trivia question for you.
Okay. All right. Let's hear it.
Buddy of mine, what's this up? Started a new Instagram page. It's called Sprivia Sports Trivia.
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to this right now. Just to follow Sprivia.
Sprivia Sports Trivia.
Follow. Okay, I see it. Follow. All right. Hit me with the question.
Okay, so obviously there's a ton on here, but there's two that really stuck with me. Who was the Clippers' leading scorer in the 13-14 regular season?
13, 14.
13-14.
Um,
Here are your options: DeAndre
okay.
Jordan, Chris Paul, Jamal Crawford, Blake Griffin.
I was gonna say Blake Griffin.
It is Blake Griffin.
Bang.
Do you know how many wins that team had that year?
50 plus, right?
They had 57 wins that year.
Yeah. It's a decent. That's not a bad.
Lob City.
Yes. Old Lob City, man. That was crazy.
Next that I have for you here, I did not know this initially. Who holds the NBA record for playing for the most franchises? Trevor Ariza, Vince Carter, Ish Smith, Tracy McGrady.
Who are the first two? Said
Trevor
Vince
Ariza
Carter,
and
T
Vince
Mac,
Carter.
Trevor Ariza, and Vince Carter.
And Ish Smith.
Uh, dang. Vince Carter.
No.
No,
Vince Carter. Vince Carter's only played for.
like two.
I might be three, actually. Two
T
or three
Mac.
teams. Also, no.
Oh no, he's played for not that many. I don't even know who Ish Smith is.
It is Ish Smith.
Should I know who that is?
No, but you should have guessed that you didn't know who he was. He was traded 7 times and released 6 times in his career. He did win a title with the Nuggets in 2013.
Okay.
He's played for 13 different teams in 14 years.
Or the American
Rockets,
Tour.
Rockets, Grizzlies, Warriors, Magic, Bucks, Suns, Thunder, 76ers, Pelicans, Pistons, Wizards, Hornets, and Nuggets. Sure,
That's insane.
that is insane. And that's a lot of teams that still said, we'll take you. But yeah, shout out to that. That's was my new follow today. Like I said, buddy of mine
Heck yeah.
made
I'm
that
gonna have to
account.
check that out.
I was like, yeah, sure.
See if some of our trivia questions pop up on there.
Hey, I wouldn't mind that. We could pull one of those. Pull one of those a week. But yeah, what else you got?
I had kind of one topic, but a couple things.
Okay.
College football. So we mentioned NFL draft upcoming. There's one player who won't be in the draft because he just was granted injunction for 2026. Did you see that? Trinidad Chambliss.
No.
Coming back to Ole Miss next season.
Disappointing. The Jets just can't buy a quarterback.
No. So they'll have to wait one more year for Trinidad if they want him, depending on how the dice fall. But yeah, so he was granted an extra year of eligibility. There's another quarterback, Joey Aguilar, who was also in court today, but there was no ruling yet. So keep an eye on Tennessee's quarterback there. What we were talking about this in like our fantasy / like hard rock chat. First thing I said was Heisman year for him? ?
For Trinidad?
Yeah.
You'd have to think so. You'd have to probably say that Ole Miss would look to build on that and be a good team. I doubt he would transfer. But who knows with this NIL, all the NIL stuff. But I think I could see that. I could. I think they're a team. Well, let's look at. Let's see who are the favorites for next year. Obviously, Indiana again, sure. Texas, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Oregon, Georgia, LSU, Tech, Miami, A&M, Alabama, USC, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is. But you know what? They're tied with USC, which means you're really tied for 12th, which means that right now they're favored to get into the playoff.
Yeah.
Not counting all of the different conferences that get in. But from that perspective, yeah, sure, I could see him. I think he had a good year this year.
They do have a gauntlet of a schedule.
You looking at their schedule?
Yeah.
I mean,
Louisville,
any team.
Charlotte, and then they play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 SEC games in a row.
Let me guess. Georgia, Texas,
first one
Bama.
is home versus LSU.
Ooh, that's up.
Week 3, pin it. I'm sure we'll talk about it in the future.
Oh
but just
my God! And it's
Yeah.
at home.
It's home versus LSU.
Kiffin week.
Yep. Then they go Florida, Vandy, Missouri, Texas, Auburn, Georgia, Oklahoma. No Alabama for them.
Yeah, but you get Georgia, LSU, and Texas.
Yep.
You got to take one of those teams off. Okay, maybe that was a little early.
Yeah, I didn't look at the schedule, but I mean, he gets another year under his feet. He could look good. He could take out all of those teams, maybe.
Yeah, he's also only weighs 176 pounds.
Okay, he'll be all right. It's like 200 now, is what he's saying. 6'1", 200, so we'll put him at 6 foot 190. You know how they do. You know how
5'9", 155. Yeah.
Okay, no, not that.
I'll say this: he's an exciting player. I think he really looked great at the end of the season. He would be somebody that I would keep an eye on for his prospects for next year. Heisman might be a little lofty, but you don't know who with injuries or who stays hot and who is a good team.
Mm-hmm.
This year he finished 8th in Heisman voting.
But I think at least three of those are gone now.
Let's see. Well, obviously, yeah, Mendoza's gone. Diego Pavia, yep. Jeremiah Love. Julian Sane was a freshman?
Yes.
Or redshirt freshman? That doesn't matter. But so obviously he'll still be there. But yeah, to your point, those top three have all graduated.
Yeah, and then you come out and have yourself a big season.
Definitely a possibility. I don't know.
I think he's a true sophomore. He's just a little bit older.
Saying?
Yeah.
Got it. Did you see the two kids? I can't say kids. These two men, middle-aged men, that got awarded their 9th year.
I did see that. And then, like, I have a lot of questions, but probably not a whole lot of answers. These guys are fighting for, like, 6th year, eligibility, and, like, Castellanos, like, instantly was rejected. But then you got these guys playing 9?
It is case by case, though.
Yeah, so it's kind of tough. I think some of the edges need to be ironed out a little bit, but nah.
Here you go. Let me just pull it. Solomon Tulia Apupu. Okay. He started at USC in 2018. Which just that's another lifetime. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
That year's not real. He missed multiple seasons, so I mean, if you want to go through the whole story, it's right here. Here we go. Here's his year by year. So in 2018, he's a signee, but major foot surgery, so he's out the entire 2018 season.
Okay.
He missed most of 19 in recovery, and then re-injured it, so he didn't play at all in the 19 season. Comes back in 2020, healthy, knee
COVID.
injury.
Oh.
No, knee injury, done. Comes back in 2021, still rehabbing, didn't even play a game in 2021. So in those first 4 years, he didn't touch the field.
Okay.
Which is crazy. So then he got the 2022 season was his first time playing in a game. But he's already 4 years into college. So he's
already done.
He's
already done with college. Yeah.
And then he gets his first game. And then you get your bonus year because of COVID. But then he also gets his other 4 years that he hasn't played. So there's your 9.
Yeah. All right. I mean, fair enough.
So, I get it. But also he's 25. No, he's not 25. He's older than that. 26, I think he is. Like, bro, get a job. I guess I can't say that now because they're making a ton of money. But yeah, that's a lot. Injuries suck. I'm happy for him to be able to get to play. Sorry, he turns 26 next month. Transfer away from USC, he's now at Montana.
Well, yeah. Best of luck to him finishing out his college football career.
At that point, dude, just go get drafted. See what you got.
There's no tape on him, so he could be he
could be
a dark horse. Yeah,
he could be a Heisman candidate this year. Because that's a grown man playing against 18 and 19-year-olds.
Yes.
Wow, he's so strong. That's crazy. Yeah, because he's married and has kids. Like, what are you talking about? He doesn't go back to the practice facility. He goes home to his mortgage.
Dude's been investing for years. Like,
I think he has 2 master's degrees at this point. Which I get it. Take full advantage if you're on the team. So, yeah, that's... The Chambliss thing is interesting, though. Jets need a quarterback. I did see today that maybe they're considering Kirk Cousins and...
I briefly saw that and was like, do I even want to ask him what he feels? Because that's the exact response I felt like I was going to get.
No.
Like,
That just
why?
feels like somebody getting through the year.
You keep Fields. Cousins has already been replaced by
Yeah.
new upcoming
If those are
talent.
my
Why
options, I'm
try?
keeping Fields. I'd just take a rookie quarterback off the board. I don't care if it's Ty Simpson, which I don't even love that option. But take somebody. I keep seeing Nussmeyer.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, take him in the second round or third round, at least so that you can say you're trying.
I'm gonna watch these quarterbacks you guys take, cause if another one leaves
It's
and
6 years.
wins a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna refer to the Jets as like, good luck, Chuck.
The
That's it.
2032 Super Bowl winning quarterback will be whoever we draft this year.
This year, booking it.
And it'll be 3 teams from now. It'll be they didn't work, they didn't work, they didn't work. Oh, now they're on the Carolina Panthers.
Now,
Win it.
Nussmeyer's on the Panthers. He's winning it.
Yeah, that's that.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
And at that point, just call us a talent factory. Oh well, I want to get drafted to the Jets
The New York Jets Academy.
of other teams' winners, not us.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll be 1-15, but we'll have the Super Bowl winning quarterback in the future on our roster. So maybe that's Justin Fields. This is only Fields' third team, so maybe he needs one more stop along the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll. I gotta text Michael. I need to get him on with some draft stuff because I don't know half these
Yes.
guys. That is not my expertise. That's it. Like I said, next week we will go over some of the biggest stories of the last year. Of the last 52 weeks, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, man. Enjoy your Valentine's Day plans.
Yes. You as well. I work tomorrow, but I'm gonna throw in a pot roast in the morning,
There you go.
and we're just gonna have dinner, maybe watch a movie, maybe game. Who knows?
So we don't do Valentine's Day.
Really?
We do the day after.
Okay.
We've been doing it for 10 years. It's just not worth the hassle of the reservations and this
Reservation.
And
Yeah.
that. So tomorrow we're not doing anything. I think we're hanging out at home. I think we're going to St. Augustine to go walk around a couple breweries. No stress if it doesn't happen. And then I've got plans for us for Sunday.
Nice.
So that at least we'll get it done.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was a move we made earlier in the relationship. I'm like, that sounds great.
You guys have any openings Saturday? Okay, what about Sunday? Yeah, anytime you want.
What, brother? When I
Perfect.
booked this dinner reservation 3 weeks ago, they had one time slot for Saturday, 9:30 p.m. I was like, there's no shot.
I'm gonna be asleep.
There's no shot. We're too old. I go click on Sunday. Every 15 minutes is open.
Yep.
Okay,
It just sounds like the better deal here.
and you're not gonna get price gouge. You're not gonna. Everything's gonna be in stock. Cool. I'm good. It's February 15th. That's our day.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. But of course, I still got the card. I still did the flowers, the whole nine. But yeah, that'll be a good weekend. But that's it for me, homie.
Awesome. Yeah, that's all I got.
Enjoy everybody's weekend in this post Super Bowl world we're living in, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah. You guys hit that like button, follow, add us in the comments. We'll see you next time.